So, hallo, ich bin der Geek. Das ist der Streamleiter, ja, Part 4 von Bloodlines 2. Ich werde nicht viel dazu sagen. Mikro wird wahrscheinlich die meiste Zeit aus sein, aber auch nicht mal gucken, wie ich drauf bin. Aber ich möchte einfach nur zocken. Ich bin bereit, ein gutes Vollerlebnis zu haben und dann möchte ich mich nicht dauernd um alles kümmern müssen nebenbei. Also nehmt mir das nicht übel. Auch auf TikTok, wo dir sicher voll langweilig ist, dass da irgendwie keiner reinbringen kann oder so. Also, ich weiß nicht, wie das aussieht am Ende. Oder so. Ja, vielen Dank schon mal fürs Zuschauen. Bitte lasst noch ein Follow da, ein Like und sowas alles. Subs auf Twitch sind auch ultra willkommen, gell? Mir fehlen, also ich habe jetzt 38 Euro irgendwas. Wenn ich bis zum 12. nächsten Monat schaffe auf 50, dann, oder Dollar, dann kann ich es mir auszahlen lassen, das wäre nice, gell? Auch wenn ihr Bits übrig habt, vielen Dank. So. Und für die Werbequote, deswegen lasse ich hier laufen eigentlich hauptsächlich. Und um das nachher auf YouTube zu hauen. Die Leute auf YouTube. Hi. Danke fürs Zuschauen. Auch jetzt noch. Let's go.
Someone had tied her noodle in a real knot. I needed to talk to Fletcher.
Ja,
Someone had screwed with the girl's synapses. I wanted to talk it over with Fletcher.
You talked to our gothic delight?
So sorry, okay.
This is deliberate. She's been pushed here by someone. A few facts sketched in, but the rest blanked out. Someone's emptied Miss Pandora's mind. All she knows, find her sire's friend and give him a message.
And what was the message?
Sorry.
Beware the sword of the cross, she said. Mean anything to you?
Not a thing.
We should figure out who sent her here.
Well, that's what you're here for, isn't it? To sniff it out.
Good notion, I'll do that. I guess Patrick on the door might know.
Keine Namen an den Charakteren stehen nervt gerade.
Hey there. Been chewing a few things over with your boss. I got a few questions.
Sure.
Have you seen the girl before? She'd be easy to remember, right?
Not really. You'd be surprised how many of her type drift towards the Macom. Most don't get in, but the way she was talking, I knew this was something the boss needed to hear. I think she's a new face.
You got that right. The girl has a fuzzy memory of how she got here. You notice anything? Did someone drop her off? Lend me your eagle eyes, Patrick.
Nah, just walked in off the street.
Walked? Wearing those clothes? In this weather?
I didn't see any car.
I smelled a rat here. Either Patrick's shirt was itchy, or he was covering something up. She didn't just walk in. Who were you covering for?
She walked in. That's just what happened, all right?
He was trying to concentrate so hard that his thoughts were begging to be read off his skull.
About her arrival, what aren't you telling me?
I told you, she just walked off the street.
Something was on Patrick's mind, and I needed to take a peek at it.
Come on, Patrick. How did she really get here?
I don't know what to tell you. I know what I didn't see.
Patrick was a solid guy, but I knew a trick or two about weaseling out a surface thought.
She didn't just walk in. Who were you covering for?
She walked in. That's just what happened, all right?
He was trying to concentrate so hard that his thoughts were begging to be read off his skull.
I should get on, see if I can untangle this.
Thanks for helping out.
Let's have a peek, shall we? That's not what I'm looking for. What are you hiding? That's not helpful. Let's see what's going on in here. That can't be what you're hiding. What secrets are we keeping, What was that? A limo. That means someone with power. We don't rat on power. Oh, Patrick.
Tut mir leid, aber das ist beschissen gemacht. Das ist so, als würde er das Ding bis zum Ding noch hören. Und antworten.
Just wanted to ask something else.
No problem.
Gotcha. I know it was a limo, Patrick. Why were you covering it up?
Okay. Yeah, it was a limo. Pulled up a block away, she got out the back, said thanks. That was it.
Didn't get a plate or look at the driver?
Nah, sorry. Business black, privacy glass, you know the drill. And you know we don't keep cameras here. Mr. Fletcher won't have them. But you get what it means.
I do, yeah. Limo means money, and kindred money? That screams court. Thanks, Patrick. For what it's worth, I get why you wanted to keep it on the down low. Catch you later, Patrick.
Good luck with that one.
Patrick saw a limo. Says Pandora was dropped off by one. That speaks of money. And money speaks of court.
Interesting.
Yeah, I do not like the implications. Not one bit.
So what now? Usual treatment, I assume? You'll empty her mind even further? Throw her back in the pond? Assuming you don't want her skinned and fed to the pigs.
I want to talk to her again. Reckon she must know more.
It's your area of expertise. I won't trespass. Let me know when you want her pushed out, or disposed of, or whatever. Very well then. Do what you need to, but once you're done, give me the nod. We do allow a little leeway in my establishments, but I don't need a masquerade breach at my front door.
Understood. He was right. I needed to deal with Miss Pandora, and quickly. As it turned out, I did need to deal with her quickly, but not in the way I'd expected. Wasn't gonna speak to me. Nope, had nothing to say. Construction rebar rammed into the floor. Not an easy thing to do at all, let alone quietly. Time to earn the paycheck. If I got paid, which I didn't, technically. Still. Hey there, Miss Pandora, how you feeling?
Still a bit antsy. I could kill for a cigarette. I guess I'm a little cold around the neck. Oh, and, dead?
Of course. What with you being a construct of my own mind, it was a stupid question. I will grant you that. But I like to make my own psyche comfortable.
What do you need to know, Lord Fabian?
So tell me, how did you die exactly?
I guess someone staked me with a piece of metal, then chopped my head off. Or the other way around. Either way, it works on both humans and vampires.
Chopped your head off?
Actually, now you ask. No, it looks more ripped off to me.
Huh. Someone's strong then. And quick and quiet to do this without a fuss. What's with the little crossed sword doodad?
I told you what my sire said, remember? Beware the sword of the cross.
You did, didn't you?
And the cross is tickling at your brain, isn't it? So is the iron rebar forced through my body. You've seen this before. Would you kill, detective, for a cigarette?
No, Marla. I wouldn't kill you for a cigarette. But someone did, right?
Maybe they did. That was my job here at the Macom, after all. Hanging around the bar, my tray in front of me, offering the patrons their pick of tobacco. That's where you've seen me. Maybe 50 times before. The only place you've seen me. But you never did notice me, did you?
I see a piece of jewelry there. That yours?
The sharpened metal cross? You've never seen me with it before. I know you didn't pay me much attention, but you'd have spotted that. It's hardly subtle.
So who were you, Marla?
Why a nobody, detective? A mortal. A servant in the Macom.
Wait, one of Fletcher's employees, right? So a ghoul, perhaps?
I think you're right, detective. The neck bleed did slow up real quick by the spattering. Perhaps I had drunk the blood of a vampire and gained a bit of power.
I know what a ghoul is, thank you kindly. So how did you die, Marla?
Isn't it obvious? Iron bar through the heart. Head cut off.
Cut off?
You're right, not cut off. The wound, it feels more ragged, more torn. Ripped off, I'd say, by someone strong.
I'm sorry, Marla. You didn't deserve this.
Didn't I? You don't really know me at all, do you, detective? I could be a torturer, a mobster, a serial killer.
Maybe. Or maybe just wrong place, wrong time.
This looks a little more specific than that. More targeted.
Killed by twisted iron and sheer strength. Good enough for either a vampire or a mortal. But she was mortal, and a ghoul to boot. She belonged to someone. I needed to check that out. Construction rebar rammed into the floor. That took time and strength. Well, she was dead. The missing head gave it away. A cross and a fancy one. Made of metal. Interesting. This felt somehow like deja vu, but I knew I hadn't seen it before. Had our killer needed rope to get Marla up onto the rebar? Seemed unlikely. Why put your savings in a bank when you could put it in liquid gold? A single cigarette. Had Marla been waiting for someone? A fine array of vintages. Entirely illegal. No problem for the rich or the criminal, of course, and Mr. Fletcher was both. All these bottles must have been worth a pretty penny. The slab of muscle in a suit was Lou's security ghoul. What was his name? Carstairs Cantaloupe. Good to see you, Mr. Castaway.
Campbell.
That was it. I knew it.
Is there something you need?
Any idea what happened here?
Someone disliked a cigarette girl so much that he pinned her up on iron railings and took her head off.
You'd make a great beat cop, you know that? She was a ghoul. Do you know who she belonged to? Who fed her?
I don't.
Speculation is good for your health, and it's not one of the deadly sins. Try it sometime. Are you the killer? I'll put that down as a maybe. Why are you here?
Mistress Graham was concerned. Violence in Elysium is not to be tolerated.
Does that mean you're not allowed to hit someone if they get out of line?
No.
So, do you enjoy being a ghoul?
I do.
Well, bully for you then. See you later. The hammer wasn't covered in blood, which was a shame. Otherwise, it would have been a classic clue. I needed to know more about her, but Marla had said all she was going to say.
Over here, my boy.
My sire Gideon and the sheriff Hector. They'd asked me to make some chit-chat with the corpse.
Fabian, my boy. What do you make of her?
Well, she is definitely dead.
That's the best you can do?
Sorry, boss. Head torn off rather than chopped. Iron rebar through the heart.
Torn off. Interesting. Anything else?
Marla worked here in the Macomb. I think she was a ghoul.
More than likely. Fletcher values loyalty in his staff.
But she wasn't Fletcher's ghoul, was she?
Don't try that on me, Malkavian. She was Rosalind's, all right?
Always sensible for a prince to have their ear to the ground.
There's an artifact. A metal thing, sort of a cross, but with a pointed end.
Sharpened cross and a severed head. Remind you of anything, Hector?
That's all I have right now.
Well, keep on it, Detective.
Keep poking around, son. You're the right man for this job.
doozy. What do you make of our little tableau out back? I was thinking of redecorating, but blood red is a little unsubtle.
Who found her?
As it happens, I did. First thing I saw when I came in. Does that make me a suspect?
I'm reasonably sure that if you murdered someone with inventive props and scenery, you'd be only too happy to tell me.
Right on the button, Detective. Right on the button.
Where were you when she died? Assuming she died here.
Deep in a dreamless sleep, I'd imagine, given the time it must have taken to stage this little vignette.
What can you tell me about Marla? She worked for you, right?
The girl did have employment here, selling cigarettes. And before you ask, I don't know why a tray around your neck would get said neck sliced in two. She didn't strike me as clever or deep in a diabolical scheme.
She was Rosalind's ghoul. She is definitely connected to kindred.
Oh, she worked for one of the princes. Yes, that sounds like a reason.
Nice place you got here.
I'm flattered it meets the approval of one so expert in fashion and decor. I'm sure we'll have the pleasure of seeing you here often, given your new role. Just keep it discreet, all right? And get your boss to buy you a better jacket.
When was the body found?
First thing when I came in, about a half hour after sunset.
Uh-huh. Now that does tell me something important. The killer couldn't have done this at night. They must be mortal.
Bingo, dear boy. I wondered if you'd spot that.
A mortal taking out a ghoul as some sort of message. Well, well, well. I'll see you later.
Ta-ta.
Any more ideas?
The kill happened during the day. This wasn't kindred.
A cross, a torn-off head, and a mortal killer. What do you think, Sheriff? Hunter?
It seems so.
This seems so carefully staged. Could it be a setup?
Very theatrical, as you say. Designed to strike terror into the heart of all cigarette girls everywhere.
Or at least those who serve a prince. Well done. I'll take it from here. The fact it happened during the day, that's useful. You look into the girl. Find out where she lived, her lovers, family, friends. Either file a nasty accident or an ordinary back alley encounter. Whatever works. Make sure no one will miss her.
Poor kid. One day selling salvation from a box, the next, poof, gone. Forgotten, buried. But isn't that the way of our world?
What was that?
Oh, you saw it too, huh? Well, look, I'm sorry to disturb your sleep. I guess it was a dream? But, no, those were memories. I mean, things that I'd forgotten or maybe misunderstood at the time. Something must have dislodged them. Gideon, my sire, and Hector, my old boss. Both are long gone.
We have a place to be? To meet the prince?
That's right. The Macomb Bar. The place we just dreamed, actually. Maybe that's why it was on my mind. Ah, we should get to the prince.
I do have some tragic news. J.J. Campbell, head of .Geo Futures, has unexpectedly passed away. J.J. was a noted entrepreneur who did a lot of good for the city, or so I hear. Rest in peace, Mr. Campbell. Seattle will miss you. First caller, what's on your mind tonight?
Well then, I want to...
That garden. That strange voice. Entirely alien, yet I do know it, I think. You heard it.
I did. It is not one of your memories?
No, no. Folks in my bloodline are prone to dreams and nightmares, but that was more like a vision. Tell me, Nomad, how do you feel?
Still not as powerful as I should be.
It isn't just torpor, is it? It's something to do with that mark. I'd lay odds on it.
Fair dollar? Really appreciate some help. I need to find a better spot.
That's incredible. Huh? That's...
Jesus H. Christ on a cross!
Food, drink.
Here we are again. The Macomb Bar. I can only think this meeting with Ryong has something to do with Benny. The curious case of the rogue sheriff.
Ah, hello. And who do we have here?
My name is Fire.
Welcome to our little sanctum. Do make yourself comfortable. I am Fletcher, and I have 2 rules. No sneakers, and if you must rip someone to pieces, do it outside. These are original floorboards, you understand.
How do you fit in with the Camarilla?
They scratch my back, I scratch theirs. Truthfully, I have no interest in climbing the political ladder and ruling the city.
You're content with this? You like your place here?
Oh, absolutely. This bar is my little kingdom, and people have learned my foibles. I stay on the court's good side with the occasional favor. Quid pro quo.
Have a pleasant night, Fletcher.
Oh, good. You came.
I am flattered. A private audience with the prince herself.
Hardly private. I'd like to take you up on your offer. As you heard, the sheriff has abandoned his duties and thinks he's our new scourge. Apparently, destroying Thin Bloods is a better use of his time.
Such disobedience to the prince cannot go unpunished.
That's not your call to make. For now, I just want you to find him and bring him back so I can speak with him.
When you say you wish to speak with him,
I'm not gonna draw your picture. Benny left a mess out back. Track him, find him, bring him to me. Do that, and we'll talk about your future in Seattle and your answers.
We have a deal. I will find him.
Glad to see we can work together. I'll see you back at Weaver Tower for your report once you're done.
The sheriff has been busy.
From what the prince said, this isn't the first, and I know it won't be the last. I believe we have a trail to follow. And he is the sheriff, the deliverer of the prince's justice. He must know what waits for him.
Why would he rebel?
I'm not sure. Campbell's final death pushed him over an edge. A kindred who can fly. I will never get used to that.
I cannot fly. I can only glide.
Hey, were your feet on the ground? Orville and Wilbur would be impressed, at least.
Aber da ist nur die Lizenzvereinbarung her. Oh nein. Oh, jetzt muss ich das angucken. Oh nein.